Deus dicamus gratias. Alleluia. So that is part of the Latin version of Jesus Christ is Risen Today, ELW 365, our hymn of the week. So if we look at the text here, we have Latin carol, 14th century. So in the 14th century, this carol is from, but we also know that it's a trope, that it was originally in the spot of the service or the Mass where you have thanks be to God and let us bless the Lord, benedicamus Domino, and the other one, Deo gratias, thanks be to God. So it's coming from that area. This text was then constructed. And then we have translated J. Walsh. It was found in the collection Lyra Davidica in 1708 in London, and stanzas 1 to 3 were actually translated. So we don't know where they're from. We can make a guess that they had some German background, could have been, but we really don't officially know. There could also have been some Latin. But let's hear these first 3 stanzas, because I think it gives an idea of how the hymn has been improved over the years, but it also gives an idea of what initially it was like. So, Jesus Christ is risen today, halle hallelujah, which for now I'll just say hallelujah. Our triumphant holy day, hallelujah. Who so lately on the cross, hallelujah, suffered to redeem our loss, hallelujah. Doesn't sound so different, but now it changes a bit. Hast ye females from your fright, hallelujah. Take to Galilee your flight, hallelujah. To his sad disciples say, hallelujah, Jesus Christ is risen today, hallelujah. Stanza 3. In our paschal joy and feast, hallelujah, let the Lord of life be blessed, hallelujah. Let the Holy Trine be praised, so Trinity, hallelujah, and thankful hearts to heaven be raised, hallelujah. So those were the original 3 verses, and they were translated from a numerous amount of sources. I mean, we think it could be German, we think it could be Latin. We don't really officially know. But that's how we come up with those first 3 stanzas. Stanza 4 was much closer to what I was saying at the beginning of the video. It functions more as a doxology and was added later by Charles Wesley. The music, J. Walsh, Lyra Davidica, 1708, says the same thing in the book in London. Now what's interesting about the music is it gives credit to J. Walsh in this hymnal, but from what I can determine, I'm really not sure if it was J. Walsh that came up with this tune. It was an anonymous tune. It was used for Christmas carol. Was actually called Christmas Day once, even though the tune is called Easter Hymn, with some text from Charles Wesley. So it's a very well-known tune, but we don't really know if he constructed it, meaning J. Walsh. Now, Robin Lever, a hymnologist, has really looked at this a little more, and he determined there's different sources in Lyra Davidica. There could be an old English tune, some German ones, it's a New English tunes. He considers this a New English tune, just because of what his research has done. Now, Carlton Young, could call him a musicologist, also says that he regards this as among the first of the hymn tunes composed in the emerging evangelical style. Now, what does that mean? Well, let me try to explain that briefly to you. We are in the early Baroque, because Baroque can really be painted or described as 1685 to 1750, the years of Johann Sebastian Bach's life on earth. And so chant is still it's still pretty popular, and we have a melismatic finish here at the end of the line. Hallelujah. In fact, I could hear that in chant, could you not? Right? To us, it may be a little odd at first, but if you try it and listen, I think you'll get exactly what I'm saying. So we have that feeling of the chant there, right? But then we're also bringing in, from that isometric hymns and rhythm, we're really now beginning to have primary triads. The 1, the 4, the 5. We're beginning to get that hymn writing. And it's also rhythmically very consistent. So you can see almost the beginning of each line has a quarter note, very, very predictable. And of course, the melismatic endings with Alleluia are the same rhythmically. And at times, they actually repeat. The first two, the second one is actually the same as the first. So I see a merging of these styles, and I think it's what we do today in music as well. It was just a 1708 merging. And so it's really great to see them come together and to not just pull it off, but to do it in a very excellent way. So it can be sung for generations and generations way past 1708. So this is Jesus Christ is Risen Today. It's hard not to start an Easter service or end one without this hymn. So I'm very thankful that someone found it in a collection and really made use of it. So thank you, particularly to Jay Walsh for that. As we move to the end of this video, I just want to give credit to those material that I've used. Banky for the verse 3 fits very well with the pains enduring of Jesus. And then the interlude from Roger Holland just to build some of the excitement into the last verse. Thank you very much for listening to Hymn of the Week.